When last we left off, the party had recruited some new helpers and started making their way north to the old citadel, where they were hoping to meet up with their new ranger friend. However, in the daylight, as they traveled with old Knell, the sole driver of the wagon, he missed the signs of a very large wolf in the middle of the road ahead, and it has now howled, and combat is about to begin.
To be clear, we get a surprise round, right?
It does, yeah.
So I agree with it. I agree with the sentiment, but how exactly did I just say pet the belly?
I believe I have control of you for some reason. I don't know why.
Look at it from my perspective. The wolf is so surprised that we just walked right up to it, so we get a surprise round.
Yeah, but you still haven't seen it there.
Harumph.
So isn't it even more surprised that we walked right up to it without seeing it? No, that's okay.
No. I just changed it, Mike, so you should be the sole owner of your token now. Jodi shouldn't be able to speak for you.
Yeah, I can't. It was nice while it lasted.
All right, combat tracker is up.
That is a lot of dice.
So many. All right. Surprise round, so your team doesn't get to go. And this direwolf rolled really bad for initiative, so it's all the way at the bottom. And it lunges at one of the mules and misses. And back to the top of the order for the first official round of combat, Old Knell. Despite the bright light, you can see this wolf that dwarfs your mules run up and try to take a bite out of one of them.
Could I get a DM ruling, please? Obviously, Old Knell would not have been holding any of his knives while driving the wagon. You got the surprise round, so, reason he's free to act. Would he be able to pull, 2 knives as part of his free interact action? Or would he only be able to pull 1 knife and otherwise it would cost me, some of my action economy to get a second, do you reckon?
I think you only get to draw 1 weapon for free. I'll double check.
No, I think that's correct.
But if it's just a quick sketch, I'm sorry. Evidently, I am a little bit punchy today.
You're punny, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, you interact with 1 object or feature of the environment for free.
Okie dokie. Old Knell will pull out a knife, and let's do measuring 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. Old Knell will disappear from the wagon, will quickly run around to get a flank on the wolf, yelling some Australian elder swear, and with only 1 knife in his hand, he's going to stab the wolf in the back. Can the mules give me a flank for advantage?
They are allies. I'm going to have to check on a ruling for that, too.
Sorry to be a high maintenance.
No worries.
While he's looking that up, Jesse, have you heard of that Pumpkins by Night thing that's touring through Canada?
Pumpkins by Night. I don't know that I have. What's up?
It'd be a good thing for the kids. There's 14,000 carved pumpkins that they're touring across Canada if it comes to Winnipeg. It was really cool. And it's at night and go on this 1 kilometer walk and you get to see all these carved pumpkins.
That sounds pretty cool. I'll have to check and see when it's in Winnipeg. March of Pumpkins, you said? Or one more time, what's the name of it?
Pumpkins by Night. What? Pumpkins After Dark, sorry.
No worries. Pumpkins After Dark, Canada. Wow, they're going to the US, Europe, and Australia. They do not have a Winnipeg.
Can you blame them? I mean, it's Winnipeg.
It feels like
Cool.
Feels like somebody should get stabbed over this, but I can see your point.
Just speaking from a rider's point of view,
Yeah, no, that's interesting. They go Edmonton, Calgary, Burnaby, Milton, Ottawa, Montreal, and Saskatoon, but no Regina, no Winnipeg.
That is weird.
All right. I don't see anything about it having to be a sentient ally. It's just a creature and an ally. So should be good to go.
Okay, I'm going to stab it in the back with advantage. Here comes the roll, and then I'm going to make things complicated again. I said, here comes the roll. Sorry, it doesn't seem to be going through.
I think it's really slow tonight with that for some reason.
It's not rolling for me in Beyond at all, so I'll just do it in Foundry. Does a 17 hit?
It certainly does.
Okay, 1d4 plus 4 plus 2 die 6. So 16 damage with my sneak attack, and then I'm going to action surge, and just looking at the 5e rules, I'm going to post something. So based on what that's saying on D&D Beyond, it says that I can interact with an object or feature of the environment for free during my move or my action. So I can open a door, or I can draw a weapon as part of the same action I use to attack. So because I'm action surging and making a second attack, could I now pull a dagger and use my bonus action for a third attack?
Sure.
Okay, here comes 4 more rolls for the 2 advantaged attacks.
That hits. And so does that.
Okay, so then that'll be a dice pool of 2d4 plus 8, with no additional sneak attack dice this time. 13 damage, and that's my turn.
So the goblins in the wagon, their ears perk up at all of the sounds outside, and they said, sounds like trouble. We stay here for now. If you guys need us, you let us know. And one of the mules will attack with its hooves.
Rolling at advantage because of the flank.
And a crit.
Yeah!
8 damage is good enough to drop it.
I think we need to use the mules more.
And coming out of hiding is a dire wolf, none too happy with what you have done, and attacks you. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
All right, you take 13 piercing damage as the wolf bites you, and then you need to make a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone.
I think I'm good with 18.
Yep, that'll do it. You managed to keep your feet. All right, Ulnan, you're up.
If I move to there, does it have any kind of cover?
No, that would require kind of crawling out a window of the wagon to get over there.
Oh, because I'm in the wagon. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are all crammed in there right now.
And it's covered?
Yep.
Okay. So moving from there to I can't ping there. What would that movement would cost me in movement?
That would take 20 movement to get there.
Am I able to get out along the side of the wagon, like there?
Yep.
And I guess the same question. Does it have any cover with me there?
No.
Eldritch Blast.
15 hits. Anything else?
No.
And another dire wolf pops out of the shadows and attacks old Knell. 19 hits. 11 piercing damage. And another strength save.
Oh, not so good this time.
All right, you are knocked prone. Dire wolf runs out of the woods and attacks the mule. Ouch.
That is not good.
And the mule goes down.
Was it at least the one that got the crit before? So it has died in glory?
Yeah, it had its one glorious moment of taking out a dire wolf, and then its buddy came and ate it.
Are you sure we didn't have dire mules?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Just die mules.
Well, that's unfortunate. Denier hops out of the back of the wagon, lines up a shot on the dire wolf that just killed the mule, and his chromatic orb fails to hit. Akai, your turn.
Okay, I am going to get out of this wagon, so I guess I have to go this way.
Yep.
And then I also want to move slightly over here, I guess. That's okay?
That would probably take up all of your movement to get there, I think, yeah.
Okay, but now I can attack, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to use my longbow. I'm going to try and shoot the wolf. I'm assuming I can see him?
Yep.
Or the trees in the way. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do longbow.
That's a hit.
I think that's my damage.
Okay, 9 damage.
And then I believe I have a second attack.
Are you guys 4th or 5th level?
I
Fifth?
am fifth somewhere. Where's my number?
Oh, I must not have updated you in Forge. Give me a second here.
I think we should be 5th.
Yeah, we are, because I'm 4 warlock and 1 paladin.
Trying to
There we
find
go. Now you're updated in
Okay.
in Forge.
Okay, so I'm gonna basically do the same thing again.
Okay.
Sorry, I rolled the wrong thing.
Did that do an attack and damage? Oh,
I think it
together.
did. I think it did, yeah.
So 27 hits, and it takes 11 piercing damage. All right. Anything else on your turn?
That's it for me.
And Sirher comes out of the wagon, stands beside Denier, and attacks with a ray of frost, but misses the direwolf. And that brings up to Wynn's turn.
So if I wanted to just, there's a window on the wagon, you said?
Yeah, on both sides, so you can just crawl out if you want.
No. I want to poke my head out. I don't want to get out of the wagon. Do you know how few hit points I have? I would like to look at a dire wolf, ideally the badly injured one if possible.
Sure, yeah, you can do that.
Okay, and then I'm going to cast Frostbite at it.
Okay.
It gets to make a con 16 save.
It fails and takes 10 cold damage.
And it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Nice.
Oh, wait, maybe not. It says it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes. I don't know how that works with... It's a natural weapon. It's bite, right?
It's a weapon attack.
Okay, awesome.
Anything else on your turn, Wynn?
I'll pull my head back in the window.
Okay. Nibbs, you are also in the wagon. It's your turn.
I'm in the front of the wagon, though, am I not?
Yeah, you are furthest from the door.
But I thought I was in the front with...
He was conversing with him, I thought.
No, old Knell was out by himself. That's why we got into this whole mess in the first place.
Oh, okay. It's because I was sitting beside him. That's why I thought I was on the front there.
Akai was right where I just pinged, right beside you. Old Knell was out front.
Okay.
Okay, you're casting Speak with Animals?
Yeah, and I'm going to hop out the window. One of the windows. Okay, there. And I will yell in common, stop! And at the beasts, I'll say, please, stop! I can stop them from hurting you more, and I can give you food. Just don't kill my friend.
Okay, you say that. Anything else on your turn?
Do you want me to be persuasive, or no? I guess I can't be, because
because that would be an action.
Yeah, okay. I think that's it.
All right.
Wait. I got a bonus action. Who's next in the... Can I give the mule? No. Oh, Deacon's next. I'll give Deacon Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
And that would be it.
Okay. A direwolf comes charging in. Akai, does a 14 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay. Deacon, your turn.
All right, I'm going to jump out of the wagon.
Okay, you're not small sized, so getting up the side will be more difficult.
What does that mean? Like, I lose more movement, or?
Yeah, you'd have to take double the movement to get out.
So 10 for there. And are these trees or bushes or whatever difficult terrain or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. And since the wagon is right there, can I see this one that is near death, or he might be covered?
He'd have a half cover.
Okay. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to take a shot at this injured one over here with my hand crossed.
Okay.
Maybe if my macros work.
That's a hit.
Boo.
4 damage. All right. Anything else?
And I have 2 hand crossbows. Can I drop the one I'm holding, pull out my other one, and shoot?
Well, I assume that you would have had to pull out your first hand crossbow as your free action. So probably not.
Then I will just move a little bit there, and I will... that's it.
That wolf used its full movement and had to use its action to continue moving beside Old Knell. That one also had to use its action for movement, as did that one. And Akai, 23 hits.
Yes.
Oh, Snake Eyes, you take 5 piercing damage from the bite. And can you give me a strength saving throw, please? All right, you're good. You did not get knocked prone. The mule is still harnessed and doesn't have anything within reach, so it is just panicking. Yeah, it panics. It's not able to go anywhere at this point, but for Wynn and the goblins in the wagon still, you can feel it moving around as the mule is pushing back and forth, freaking out at the front. Back up to the start of the order. Old Knell, your turn.
Okay, this just went nasty very quickly. I'll use half my movement to stand up, and there is the chance that I could use my second wind to try and regain some health and tank these 3 wolves and be the hero that Old Knell has always wanted to be, but I don't think he has that in him. So we will use our 15 of movement to go 5. Shift, do I moving tool?
You look like you're on a measuring tool right now. I don't know, though.
I'm on a measuring tool, but I'm trying to figure out how to do like a bendy tool so that I'm doing the bestest of movements, but whatever. I think this is about as far as I can get, and then upon realizing that Deacon is here, Old Knell isn't going to move any further. I am going to use my bonus action to disengage. I'm pinging this wolf. Does Deacon give me sneak attack on it?
Yep.
Okay, so then Old Nell's gonna look at Deacon and yell, "Get clear, you damn fool! You're too handsome to die here." And then he's gonna try and stab that direwolf. Here comes a roll. 16.
That hits.
Eat shit, wolf.
That hurt, but it's still up.
And that's my turn.
The goblins, seeing a direwolf right there at the edge of the wagon attacking Akai, are going to attack. They get 1 hit on it for 6 slashing damage.
Ryan, quick question.
Yeah.
Have I rolled my divination dice today? We didn't have anything.
I don't think you have.
May I do that while people are doing things?
Sure thing. Direwolf attempts to bite Deacon with advantage because of its pack tactics, but its highest roll was still a 2, so it fails. Ulnan, it's your turn, and you may be surprised to see that there is a direwolf right beside you now.
Is Old Knell supposed to be on top of Mule?
I think he moved on to the mule, yeah.
Okay. I am disengaging, moving to there, and casting Healing Light on Old Knell. 4 dice worth. Is it open? Can I just do a roll of 4d6 because it looks like doing it through the Healing Light is going to make me do it a die at a time?
Sure. Very nice. Old Knell gets 17 health back.
And I am done.
Sorry, was that 17 hit points back to me?
Yes.
Oh, you are such a peach.
I don't usually do that kind of thing during combat, so,
Old Knell, you are on the mule, and this direwolf runs up and takes a chomp at you. Does a 17 hit?
It does. Macy is 16.
All right, you take 10 piercing damage, and I'll need a strength saving throw. You are not thrown prone off of the back of the mule. Nibbs, the direwolf that you were speaking to says, "You look like a tasty treat," and crits you.
Well, that was
But it rolled really bad, so you only take 10 piercing damage.
done. Anything else for me?
Not yet. It's Danier's turn now, and he is going to use Dragon's Breath. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't work the way I thought it does. He has to touch a willing... Oh, it is a bonus action. Okay, so he touches himself with the bonus action and then uses his action to exhale a 15-foot cone of... let's say acid at the wolves. So they have to make dex saves or take 3d6 damage. And the difficulty is 14. The one closest to him passes, the one further away fails. And that's his turn. Akai, you have 2 direwolves right beside you.
Okay, I am going to shift that into my very dangerous kitty cat. So I'll get some temporary hit points for that. And then I'm going to attack the injured one, so the one to my right, I guess.
Okay.
I think that's PU.
And if you're attacking with a ranged weapon in melee range like that, it's a disadvantage, but it doesn't matter because you rolled a 10 anyway.
Well, I suck anyway. Okay, cool. And then I think that's it, because my shift counts as an action, and I shot. I guess I can move, right?
The shifting is a bonus action.
Okay.
By the looks of it. So you still have your extra attack on your action too.
Oh, I do. Oh, okay. Okay. So you're saying a disadvantage. So if I switch to my katana, is that an action or
no? If you drop the bow and pull the longsword, it's only interacting with one object.
Okay, I will do that, and then I should have no disadvantage, correct?
Right.
Okay, I'll do that.
That's better. And you use that two-handed?
Sure.
Or are you using a shield?
I don't think I have a shield. Do I have a shield? I don't.
I don't see one.
I think I can have one, but I don't have one.
Okay.
So then I guess. Oh, sorry. Could I move as well? I'm sorry.
You can. You'll take attacks of opportunity if you leave their threatened range.
Then never mind. I won't.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Seerher is going to cast Magic Missile. 2 at the one close, or all 3 at the one right beside Janir. So 9 damage total. Gwyn, you see a big body of fur at the back of the wagon, and a whole lot more out the window.
Can it get in?
Well, it's currently facing Akai, but it certainly could turn in.
She's going to crawl out the window on the other side then?
Okay.
Would like to get to there.
No problem.
Then she'd like to fireball all the ones in that pretty pink circle.
So 3 wolves.
I don't get that last one who's a little.
It looks like the highlighted, like you go by the highlighted area, so not enough of those squares is included.
Well, then let me try this again.
Sure.
Thank you for clarifying that, though. That's super helpful. How about that? Can I get all 4 there?
It looks like yes.
I would like to then. Thank you.
Alrighty.
People are looking fairly injured, right?
People? Yes. You have some injured people in your party.
Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Excellent. More crispy is better.
The one that was really injured just dies. It can't save enough to avoid that.
Dear.
Darn.
That one saves and takes 14. And the last one fails. Makes sense since it was in the middle of the fireball. And takes 29 fire damage. Still up. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah. One sec. As a bonus action, I can Misty Step. Can these things fit under the wagon?
Probably not.
Excellent. I would like to Misty Step under the wagon, please.
You don't even need to Misty Step. You could just walk there.
Okay. I didn't know if I had enough movement from crawling out the window. I would prefer to just crawl under the wagon. Thanks.
Okay. No problem. All right, Nibbs.
Under it. I don't know how to represent it.
Yeah, you're fine right where you are. Nibbs, you have 2 dire wolves right beside you.
I do? I see 1. Oh, I don't see that one. I only see...
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, there's one that's near death to the right, and then one that's full health on the left.
I'm just refreshing. So I'm just refreshing, and it's taking a second.
No problem.
Take 5 damage. If they save. If they don't save. DC 13.
And no damage if they save?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, that's a first level spell. There should be half. Yeah, half and isn't pushed. Okay, so this guy got pushed 10 feet, and the guy that's full health took 2 damage and did not get pushed. Anything else?
I can use my bonus action to disengage, right? Yes, I'm a rogue. Of course I can. I will do that. I will disengage and take my action to duck under the my movement to duck under the the thing where Win is.
Okay.
Is that about right?
Yep, that works.
Ryan?
Yeah.
I have divination dice, so can you ping which wolves are attacking before they do, so I can shout out if I want to? Thank you.
Akai, the direwolf attacks you with advantage, and does an 18 hit?
Yes.
And minimum damage, you take 5 piercing, and I need another strength saving throw. And you're knocked prone.
Okie dokie.
Deacon, your turn.
All right. So, because I can never remember this for some reason, when I use that bardic inspiration, it has to be, it can be rather, after I roll, but before I find out if it hit or not, right?
That's right.
Okay, perfect. So, first I'm going to draw my rapier, and I will attack this one near death right beside me.
Okay.
And I'll not use bardic inspiration.
Okay, a 15 hits. And that drops the direwolf.
Excellent, excellent. Then I will move up to this next one, this other one near death, and I will attack it. I'm not going to bother, because I don't think I can hit it anyway.
Nope, a 1 always misses.
Then I will action search, and I'll try again.
Okay.
Wah, wah.
Oh, no.
And my last attack with that action search, I'll try again. That one.
Hits.
5 damage. I can't use, actually, wait a second. I will use, Distracting Strike on it as a Battlemaster maneuver. I get to roll 8 to add 2 damage to that. That will be it.
All right. Deacon, it crits you.
Can you continue pinging the wolves for me, Ryan? Sorry. No,
Before
you attack with them.
It was the one that he just attacked. That attacked back, and it does 14 piercing damage.
I failed the strength save, so I'm also prone, I believe.
Yep. I'm not quite sure what to do with this wolf. He doesn't have anybody close to him, so I think it's going to be a fate roll. Of course, fate chose Old Knell.
Double ones.
Wow! It just straight up misses you.
That is a lot of ones tonight.
Yeah.
What can I say? The world loves Old Knell.
If one is going to attack a Kai who's prone, I'd like to use my... How will that work, Ryan, if I use a 5 but they have advantage?
You would replace the highest roll.
Sweet.
So I would say wait to see, because they might roll 2 high rolls, and then there's no point using your divination die.
I think I have to use it
No.
before I roll.
Oh, do you? I thought it replaced a roll after you saw it.
No, it says replace a roll, but choose to do so before the roll.
Okay. Then I guess you're just saying that you're going to replace the higher roll then.
With a 5, please. Yep.
All right. So then we've got a 9 plus 5 is 14 to hit Akai.
I have an AC of 16, so.
So it misses. That was a good use of that divination die.
Excellent.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. The mule is in full-blown panic now and starts to run off to the side where there are no wolves, taking the wagon with it. Nibbs and Win, can you give me dexterity saving throws, please?
Sure hope so. Actually, I made it.
Okay. You managed to roll out of the way without getting run over by the wagon, as does Nibbs. And there's going to be a couple of opportunity attacks against the mule, and the mule goes down. So it didn't actually get to go far, but enough that you guys would have still had to dodge some wagon wheels there.
Can you draw where the wagon is now?
I'm not sure how good the drawing tool is, but I will try. There, that red polygon is kind of the shape of the wagon.
So the people who were under the wagon still are, and it will be full cover for anyone who is trying to look through it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the main reason I wanted it, was for what the cover, who would have cover then.
Yep, good idea. Back to the top of the order, Old Knell. You have 2 dire wolves right beside you.
Yeah, but more importantly, is on the ground. So the injured dire wolf, because flank, if not for advantage. I'm just going to try an initial dagger roll into the injured direwolf, yelling, "Get off of my cowboy, you beast!"
That misses.
Probably moved. Darn it. Well, I was thinking I might try my second wind if I managed to drop it, but prone, so here's my bonus action. I'll stab with the other knife.
That one hits.
Oh, it doesn't quite. Yeah, okay, old Knell's just yelling, "Deacon, get out of there!" And that's my turn.
Meg and Lugga are going to drop their scimitars and fire short bows at the nearest direwolf out the back of the wagon. And one hits. This is the second direwolf that has gone down to 1 hit point this fight.
So you're saying it's at 1 hit?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Ulnan, your turn. That's at the one closest to you, I assume?
Oh, yes.
Okay. It dies.
Speaking of them being, 2 of them being at 1 hit point.
Anything else?
No, I'm going to stay right where I am, and I'm done.
Do you not get 2 blasts of that at level 5?
At level 5, but I have 1 level of Paladin.
I think that it only matters that, like, your character levels total.
I'm pretty sure it's your class level.
That's one of the big changes that they made in the new version of it, is that it was per class level, and I think it isn't as much in the new one.
Oh, yeah, because I'm seeing a post from 2014 saying cantrips scale with character level. For example, Barbarian 2, Cleric 3 casts Sacred Flame as a 5th level caster.
I was just reading your capacity for spellcasting depends partly on your combined levels and all your spellcasting classes, and Paladin is a spellcasting class.
Well, the example they gave is a Barbarian with Cleric, so it doesn't even seem like it matters that it's a casting class.
So I guess that means bolt number 2?
Yep.
That's exciting. I like that. Less so when I roll an 11.
Yeah, that misses.
Still done.
That is a crit on Deacon for 20 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I can take it. No big deal. I'm a cowboy.
This direwolf is very badly injured. It's going to grab the nearest mule from under its buddy and run off with it.
Which one, sorry?
This one that's not beside anybody.
Darn.
Okay, Denier casts Create Bonfire underneath the direwolf beside him, but it manages to save and does not take any damage. Akai, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to attack that wolf. Hopefully I will do something, but I'm guessing that does nothing.
That was with the wrong weapon. You're using the
You're right.
katana. What's your bonus with the katana?
It is a +8. Is that right? Yeah.
Okay.
+8.
So it still misses then.
Okay. But I can attack again.
Yep.
This time with the correct weapon. Oh, Jesus.
Even worse.
Even worse. God. I guess technically I'm prone, right? I totally forgot about that. So.
Oh, you could have used half your movement to stand up before that.
Oh, okay. So I can't. I can still move though.
You'd have 15 movement left.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to take a step back, and I know that's gonna probably provoke attack of opportunity, but yeah.
Ooh, 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, 14 piercing damage. That was a bad one.
Jeez. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
15 damage to the direwolf as Seer unleashes a volley of magic missiles. Wynn, your turn.
I'm going to crawl to there so I can see and do a fireball that will get the 3 wolves and not our lovely cowboy. Do you want me to draw it out on the map? It seems pretty self-evident to me.
I'm not sure it is.
Cool, then I'll draw it. 1 sec.
Okay.
I need to move it closer. Does that look like it gets them? Or do I need to play with shifting a little more?
Nope. Looks like each one of them has at least 1 square in the fireball.
I moved it again, sorry. Awesome. Then I fireball them. And it takes its sweet time coming through. There they are.
32.
Everybody, I got a question. Pink or yellow?
think.
Sometimes you just have to crowdsource a color.
Nice.
All right. 2 of them go down. The other one is extremely hurt. Anything else on your turn?
Gonna back away to the center of the cart.
All right.
Nib.
Nibbs, you're up.
All right. I think I'm going to duck out, hit that guy who's near death, and I'm just not even going to move myself because I'm going to end up moving away.
20 hits and 7 damage will drop it.
Deacon will live. Yay!
I'll just leave myself there then. Bonus action. Is it for me?
Oh no, we have undead mules.
Anybody have line of sight as that dude leaves?
Daenerys takes a whack at the dire wolf as it runs away and does a little bit of damage, but not enough to drop it. And it runs off into the bush.
Okay, so the wolves aren't friendly in this part of the woods.
Yeah, it was strange. Like, I've seen dire wolves before, but sometimes you can talk and reason if trade some food or something like that, but we didn't have much chance to talk, so...
So I would like to point out at this time that Shane introduced me to something really cool online for after fights. So for stuff like this, you can harvest parts off of creatures that you defeat, and there's a chance to do it based on a skill that you use to harvest, and then when you're successful, you can harvest various pieces depending on what the website gives you as harvestable objects that you can later sell in shops or use to craft or whatever you want to do.
Is there a list of what objects things craft into?
Yeah, there's a website. It's called...
I'm pasting it in chat right now.
Yeah, the Thieves Guild or something, or Treasure Trove or something.
So it looks like we can try and get their pelt for a DC 10 nature check. Each valued at 7 gold.
Oh, strangely enough, that's something I'm not proficient in. Well, I got a half.
So there are 7 wolves there. If you want to give me 7 nature checks for anyone who wants to make those rolls.
Does anyone have nature?
I do.
Would you accept survival?
Nope, it's specifically a nature check.
I have 0 nature.
I have
I
a
have a
plus
plus-
5, but I rolled really terribly.
Oh, yeah. Well, roll 7 times. You got 7 chances.
Okay, hold on.
While that's happening, Deacon's going to go up to old Knell and say, "Thanks, friend, for your concern, but I can't leave the front lines if I'm protecting my friend."
Well, there's a difference between protecting people and getting them into danger while you being in danger. Because, if you're there, I can't disengage you and run away.
And just keep in mind, I throw fire sometimes.
And I'm going to look over at Wynn and be like, "Thank you very much, Wynn. That fire saved our asses.
I tried really hard not to hit you with it.
It only singed my mustache a little. Not to worry."
Sweet.
And
It was
those
fantastic.
furry things above your eyes those are gone too.
Oh, damn it. Where's that disguise kit? The drama.
They kind of look like caterpillars.
I'm gonna take that. I don't know if we have it, but I'm gonna take it and draw those really awful sort of Nike swoosh looking ones.
I think that would kind of give you an angry look, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm not exactly an expert, so it maybe wasn't intentional.
And he doesn't have a mirror, so he's kind of doing it by feel. Maybe he has that surprised, angry look.
Like the red bird of Angry Birds,
I think that would give you some intimidation bonuses, wouldn't it?
Guys, these wolves are weird.
Why do you say that?
They all have a strange red tinge to their fur. I've never seen a wolf this color before.
Is it like a disease?
Can I check that, Ryan?
You can give me a medicine check.
They seem fine to me.
Yeah, you don't see anything untoward. Some of them do appear to have some blisters on their pelts.
Can one of us do an appraisal check to see if that would affect the price of them?
I do point out the blisters if anybody else more medically inclined than Wynn would like to check them. She's quite confident they're fine.
I could give it a try. I have a +2. I don't like the look of spores or sores.
Yeah, Nibbs, you and Akai, you both realize that the blisters she's pointing out are on wolves that she fireballed, It's not indicative of any kind of medical condition.
Oh, haha, that's kind of stupid.
She didn't put those together either.
But otherwise, they don't appear to be diseased in any way that you can tell.
Are there any other weird markings other than the red tinge?
Nope.
Does it look like it's paint applied, or is it like dye?
No, it looks like the fur is, especially the new growth fur from very recently, has just started to come in red around the base. So that's why it's giving it this kind of tinge.
Ryan, can I
Yes.
make a religion check to see if anybody makes animals red and angry?
Sure. You can't think of any gods that have that particular effect on animals, no.
Thanks.
Do you know that Micheal was the goddess of the forests and woodland creatures? Yeah, other than that, you can't think of anything.
Killed her. I mean, got her killed.
Well, and if she's gone, then maybe the woodland creatures are less happy.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it was whoever killed Maliki controlling the direwolves.
Have we seen any, because there was a while, Ryan, that we didn't see any animal life. As we've been traveling, have we seen any animals other than the direwolves?
No. You haven't really been looking for them recently, but you haven't seen any either.
That's concerning. Thanks.
No problem.
Looks like we're walking from here, huh?
I think so.
Do we have so much stuff that we can't carry it?
I had rations in the cart, and I probably can't carry many of them.
Ryan, I would like to cast 2 Cure Light Wounds, one on Deacon, one on Old Knell, and
Right before you do that, Nibbs will halt you and just say, maybe take a short rest?
I'd like to take a short rest after I do this.
Oh, do you get your spells back?
I do.
Oh, that's nice.
I was wrong. I can carry my rations. I am mighty.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Perhaps we should move a little bit away from the wolf corpses before we sit down for an hour.
That's fair.
Yeah, good plan.
Yeah, none of the NPCs that you guys have with the party are particularly muscular, so they can take a little bit of stuff to carry each to help out, but not a whole lot.
What do you at for health? Jesse. Hold no, sorry. Oh, I think he stepped away.
Are we able to do the fate roll?
For what?
Can you do one for between Deacon and Jesse and Old Knell to assign those? The bigger one will go to what you choose, what gets chosen.
Okay, so Old Knell gets 13 and Deacon gets 9.
Because I should have said those before I cast them. Sorry about that.
Oh, wait, so we're taking a short rest?
Okay.
Is there a number of dice we're able to do during your short rest? Is it just one, or is it?
You can use 1 hit dice for each level of your character. And for you, you have 2 different classes, so 2 different types of hit dice.
Okay, I'm done my short rest.
All right. So you guys finish your short rest and continue on with your travels on foot. Fortunately, you're not far from Corpse Float Lake. By the time you get there, there's still some daylight left.
And we're looking for McDuty Dude?
I imagine if we're close to night, we're looking for Duty Doo in the morning.
I just want to make sure we sleep somewhere safe.
Sorry, how are we pulling the wagon, or have we abandoned the wagon?
I believe our intent was to abandon it while you were gone, but if you are making a case for us pulling it physically, go.
We have 3 stout wizards who are now out of spell slots and are no good for anything else.
Which wizards are you talking about?
The 3 stout ones, the old man, the young man, and the cute gnome girl who will cheer them on from the sidelines.
I got spell slots.
Darn it, my plan to bully the wizards have failed. I guess we'll abandon the wagon.
Noise.
If it was a collective effort, could, Deacon Old Knell, Jesse, Ulnan, and Akai pull it, pull it / push it if no one was riding?
Yeah, if you guys all put in a concerted effort, you could probably do it, but you don't really have a whole lot of strength in your party, so I would definitely say that no matter what combination of people are doing this, you're going to be moving at half speed.
I am stronger than the average wizard. I have a 9 strength.
And are we actually gaining anything from hauling the wagon with us until we find?
Well, we can at least keep it safe
animals.
in our little fort here, right? But if we're moving half speed, I expect we wouldn't make it here by dark, and so probably we should just leave it.
I think, narratively speaking, we should just abandon the wagon, and Old Knell is making the goblins carry his stuff, so he's not giving up any of his inventory and nuts to the rest of you.
This seems pretty valid.
All right, so you continue on foot to the Citadel?
Yes.
All right, so when you get there, you do see signs of a camp at the front doors. You see Bolga at the camp. It looks like she's set up a campfire, some drying racks, and she's got some animal skins drying out on those. And she looks up at you with a big tusky smile.
Hey, babes. We made it, but we lost the wagon.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. It's not a very good idea trucking through the forest with a wagon. It was bound to break a wheel or something along the way.
Nah, the wheels were fine. It was all the dire wolves that we killed.
Ah, I have heard the odd howl now and then, but haven't run across any wolves myself.
Everyone, this is Bolga. Bolga, this is everyone. She's gonna help us kill gods.
Hi, Bolga.
I thought the task that you set me was to get this place sorted.
Yeah, and keep an eye out for the future.
Well, given the size of this citadel, I believe it will be a good time into the future that I'll be working on straightening it out for you.
Fair's fair, but this is a position with lots of advancement opportunities. So just keep an open mind, yeah?
All right.
So, I think in the morning we should all probably get settled out, trying to find us some of the orc exploring parties, but wizardly types, let's get you to the tower. I want to see what you can make of the interesting magical effects. Everybody else, pick out a room or a house if you want it, because it's kind of I'm hoping that we'll be able to maybe look at turning this into a more permanent base or even winter here, depending on how the next few days go.
I wouldn't recommend going to the tower.
Why not?
I've spent some time here scouting the area and using my considerable ranger abilities, and it appears that there's an elemental creature that has called that place home.
Which element?
Ooh, I'm not sure if she knows that. Let me check here. Yeah, it just tells her the presence within a mile for aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. It doesn't reveal the creature's location or number, so I'm going to say it probably doesn't tell her the type either.
That's fair.
Fair enough. How's everybody feeling after that scrap with the wolves? Everybody feeling up to killing an elemental?
No more fireballs, but if you want other things, I've got them.
I could go for another round.
Why don't we all go to the tower then and see what's what?
Okay.
To the tower.
Is the tower the circular one above us or inside the building?
Inside the building.
That sounds scary.
So you guys walk through, down the road outside, and make your way into the Citadel proper. And you get to the tower, and it is still collapsed. Lots of rubble around the base of the stairwell. Yeah.
I'm going to drop my backpack some lighter and see if I can...
Okay. You can give me an acrobatics check or athletics, whichever's better. Doesn't matter. With that roll, you managed to make your way up and through, no problem, up into the upper level.
Okay, so what do I see up here?
There's a large empty chamber with arches that lead to the outdoors in all directions, and a balcony walkway that surrounds the tower as well.
Things attacking me?
Nope.
Is there like stairs up or anything like that, or is it just basically like a big open space?
It's just a big open space. Yeah, there's nothing attacking. You don't see any signs of anything up there. As
a Zog.
Pardon me?
Bulaga a Zog.
Bolga is the orc ranger that old Knell hired.
Okay.
And as she makes her way to follow you, she stops at the wall here, and she holds up a hand to the rest of the party that's behind and says,
I feel something. There's a breeze coming in from somewhere nearby.
Secret
Can
door?
any of us detect it?
You can give me perception checks.
I don't think I'd be in direct sunlight inside, but I rolled an 8, so that's pretty mediocre.
Yeah, there's no direct sunlight in here, so that's fine. Yeah, sorry, Nibbs. I didn't need a roll from you because you went upstairs.
Well, I feel like I'm being perceptive up there too. So
yes, up there you don't see any signs of anything. You have nice, clear lines of sight to the lake and surrounding lands. Even as the sun is getting low in the sky, you have no problem seeing everything. This is an excellent location that the elves built the citadel in ages long since past. So nothing would be able to get a surprise on them. And Wynn and Ulnan, as you guys come up, you do also feel this. It's very subtle, but there is just a slight breeze coming from over beside this broken cabinet.
Can we tell? Does it go outside?
You don't see any light shining in from anywhere in the area.
Does it go down? Can we find the source if we look?
Yeah, you can give me an investigation check.
Sounds good.
Yes, you find a very cleverly hidden latch to a secret door.
Ooh, I share that information and do not go first. If somebody braver would like to go first, that would be okay.
How big is the trapdoor?
The secret door is big enough for any of you to get through.
Okay, I'll go back down, and when I see everybody staring at the trap door, I'll search for traps. Investigation.
Okay.
So, Deacon or Akai, are you guys willing to go through there?
No, most certainly. More than willing.
You don't see any traps.
I open the door.
I guess I can go first or after. See, Deacon's already moving there.
Was there a trap sprung when I opened the door?
Nope.
Oh.
Okay, if I don't see anything through the door, then I'll move.
That's a sign.
Not usually a good sign.
You guys can all roll initiative.
Going last.
Gracious, my initiative rolls have been on point.
Can I retroactively do something I forgot, Ryan?
Sure.
We did a short rest. Could I have done my arcane recovery then, since I wasn't
Yeah, for sure.
gaining hit points? Thanks.
All right, old Knell. Deacon has headed through the door, and you hear the whoosh of wind.
Old Knell was a little bit down the hallway, so first I'll move up. And I can't exactly see anything, so hearing the whoosh of wind and fearing the worst, I am going to cast Darkness over Deacon and just say, back up there a step, Deacon. So I'll post it in chat. But basically I'm creating a 15-foot sphere. If the point that I choose is on an object, I'm going to choose a rock on the floor. So just stay on that spot. until I'll draw a 15-foot dot centered on D. And I'll just say, everybody back up until we can go at this a little bit smarter. And that's my turn.
All right, Akai, you're up. You just saw Old Knell move forward and drop a globe of darkness that you are just standing outside of.
So I guess I'll just wait, because I can't see. I have I have dark vision, but that's not going to help me, right?
No, this is magical darkness.
Yeah. Oh God.
I think you have blind sight, don't you? Like you took blind sighting, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think that was one of my possible options, but I didn't take it. Oh, I lie. I think I do have it. Blind sight with a range of 10 feet. Okay. Well, okay, so if I do go forward, I'm basically going to run into Old Knell because he's blocking the door. Would that be right, Ryan?
Yep. But you could move through his space, too, to get further in if you want. There's Old Knell and then Deacon on the other side of the door that you'd have to walk through.
Okay. So if I they would let me pass, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so you could get into that small room that Deacon's in.
Okay. Oh, is that in or not quite? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's pitch black.
It sure is.
And I can draw my katana?
Yep.
All right, done.
Right on it.
Yep. Because of its air form, it can share space with a hostile unit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to see you to whirlwind. So, Akai and Deacon, can you both please give me dexterity saving throws? All right, Akai, you get 3d8 plus 2 bludgeoning damage. So you take the full 15. Deacon, you take 7. Akai, you are also thrown 20 feet from the elemental in a random direction and knocked prone.
Cool beans.
So I'm going to roll a 12-sided dice and look at the face of the clock for the direction that you get thrown. Basically, 1 or 2 o'clock will throw you back out through the door. Anywhere else, you're just going to get shoved into a wall here and not take any damage. A 12 is good. You basically stay put. You get kind of pushed into the wall, but it's not far enough to take any damage or anything. But you are prone. And that's its action. Nibbs, you hear in the darkness a great whooshing of wind and people moving around and getting clobbered with debris and whatnot, but you can't see anything.
Can I get in the room, or is people blocking it?
It's pretty blocked up right now.
I pass.
Okay. Deacon, you are in darkness and have an elemental on top of you.
So, since it can exist in my space, does that mean I can move through it to get out that door?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay. And if I move to, say, right there, I shouldn't take an opportunity attack, right?
That's right.
Okay, well, I will move to there, and then I'll start just making some attacks. I realize disadvantage because it's dark.
Yeah.
And I'll try one more time.
Can you make an attack roll against Old Knell at disadvantage?
I'd rather not, but I could.
All right. You miss Old Knell.
All right. Does that take my second attack, or that was the one that I made?
No, that was the one that you critically missed on the air elemental.
Okay, great. So my second attack. I will use precision attack. And I'll make that a 20... God, math is so bad. 22, right?
That'll hit. And what was that you hit? Oh, a rapier?
Rapier. Slashing, I think.
Is it magical?
No.
Excellent.
And I think as a bonus action, I will use my second wind.
Okay.
Ooh, getting a nice amount of healing. And that'll be it.
All right, Ulnan, your turn.
I am moving to there, and I am holding my action. If I see anything hostile, I am Eldritch Blasting it.
Okay. Wynn, what would you like to do?
I still can't see it, can I?
Nope.
I'm going to just shout out, I can't do anything to anything I can't see. And I'm going to delay.
Okay.
Because I can't do anything.
Yeah. Are you going to hold any actions or anything?
If I can, yeah, that's a good call. Thank you. If I can see it, I'm going to cast a 3rd level Mind Spike on it.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. 1 sec.
Okay.
If I understand right, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you're readying a spell and you don't use it, you lose it, don't you?
That is correct.
Oh, then I'm going to ready a Frostbite.
All right.
Thank you for the reminder.
All right. Next up is Old Knell. So it is Old Knell's turn. If you guys want to autopilot him, I know you have been saying that the darkness has been problematic. So if you want him to drop the darkness spell, that's something he can do.
I don't know if everybody's back yet, but I'd like that.
All right. We'll drop him drop the darkness spell then. And what would you guys like Old Knell to do?
I think just take a whack at it with a sneak attack. Yeah.
15 will hit. So that's 15 damage total, non-magical stabbing weapon.
And then I think he would cunning action disengage and move back just a little bit, perhaps beside Olga.
Okay. Akai, you are currently prone underneath the air elemental. What would you like to do?
If I run through, does he attack me?
You're getting up and moving?
Yeah, I'd like to, I think, run out the door.
Okay. You have 15 feet of movement.
That should get me there, right? One like that, or one more? I think that's
that would be 5 feet, so you still have 10 more feet that you can go.
Oh, I thought each square was a 5 foot.
If you move, your first diagonal is 5 foot, your second diagonal is 10 foot.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're saying I do have one more then?
Or 2 if you move to the right.
Okay, we'll move to the right then. I think that's all I'll do.
Are you going to attack?
Okay, I guess I could try. I have a feeling it's not going to work, but, I'll attack with my katana, I guess.
That's a miss.
Should be able to attack one more time.
Okay.
Did the darkness drop?
Yes.
Did my spell go off?
That's a good question. That hits Akai. Yeah, it was because you hold the action until your next turn, right? So you should be able to see it through the door and through everybody there. So yeah, your spell could go off.
Cool. It doesn't do much damage. And it saves for half.
It does not save.
I accidentally hit the dice again trying to expand it. Ignore those. If it takes the damage, then it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its turn.
Okay.
Only 3 damage, but helpful.
And in that same vein, would mine go off?
Yep.
I'm suspecting it has a whole bunch of cover for this, though.
Yeah. It'll have a +5 to its AC.
First bolt. Look at that.
Okay. 1 second.
I hope I don't. Oh, gosh.
Can you please make an attack roll against Deacon?
No.
Miss me.
Second bolt.
You'll get him this time.
That's a hit. All right, so you do 12 force damage with an Eldritch Blast.
Did it help?
And Akai, you have had your turn. Yes. Yeah, we did your 2 attacks before the spells.
Yep.
So is there anything else you're doing on your turn? I think you have 5 more feet of movement if you wanted to move anywhere.
Oh, really? Okay, I will then. And that's it.
27 is going to hit you as it takes its attack of opportunity. And you take 10 bludgeoning damage. The first attack against Deacon is at disadvantage. Oh, good thing. It would have been a crit. 13 misses, right, Deacon?
Correct.
And a 24 will hit.
Oh, yeah.
So you take 15 bludgeoning damage. And Nibbs, it's your turn.
My turn. All right. So I can see it. I guess I'll aim and fire with my.
Okay.
Ugh.
Can you make another attack roll against Deacon, please?
Deacon, why are you taking all the arrows?
I make a good target. What can I say?
Deacon, you take 6 piercing damage as an arrow hits you in the back.
Oh.
See, that's how you hit Deacon. Just like that.
Yeah, that is how you hit Deacon.
I never made that mistake. Well, as things I aimed, that's basically my entire turn. So go ahead.
All right, Deacon, your turn.
I'm going to take a couple swings at it, I guess. And miss the first one.
That's a miss. And that's a hit.
Doing a pitiful amount of not magical slashing damage.
Yep.
And since it's had its turn, it has its reaction back, correct?
It hasn't used its reaction since its last turn.
Right. So I'm just going to stay right there.
All right. Ulnan, what would you like to do?
I am going to shout, "Why don't you summon yourself some real friends?" and cast Vicious Mockery.
It fails its save.
That one was less about the 2 damage and more about the disadvantage on its next attack.
Yeah, I figured. Anything else?
I am done.
Win, what would you like to do?
I would now like to try casting Mind Spike on it at 3rd level.
Okay.
Actually, no, at 2nd level, just in case we need 3rd level later.
But 7 sounds so good.
7th did. So Wisdom DC 16.
It fails and takes 16 psychic damage.
And I can track it.
Nice.
All right. Anything else?
No, I'll stay right where I am.
All right, back to the top of the order. What do you guys want Old Knell to do this turn?
Throw knives.
Can he still sneak attack with thrown weapons?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, as long as he has advantage on the attack roll. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. So with Deacon there, it's fine. All right, so he throws a couple daggers. One of them hits and does a little bit of damage to it, and the other one misses. Akai, your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack it again. But
With your longbow?
yes. I was gonna say, otherwise I have to step closer, don't I?
Yep.
Okay, we're going longbow then.
That is a hit for 11 piercing.
I'm just gonna do that again.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a slip.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like,
You rolled a 2, so it missed.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
No, it wasn't doing that. It's going to take 2 attacks at Deacon again. First one at disadvantage, right?
Yep.
17 hit.
Yeah.
12 bludgeoning.
Sorry, I tried.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
And is a 14 hit?
No.
All right. So that is its turn. Nibbs, you're up.
I feel like hitting arrows is not going to help me kill this.
Never know till you try.
Well, I did try. I will go there. I will attack him. Rapier.
Okay.
Sorry, I just was told I was quiet. Is that better?
Yeah.
Maximum hit, minimum damage.
All right. Anything else?
I have a little bit of movement left. Step. And because I hit him with a melee attack, he can't attack me.
Oh, you sneaky rogue, you.
Well, that's from my swashbuckler.
All right. Deacon, you're up.
Couple more whacks.
It's a hit. Okay. And another hit. Death of 1,000 cuts here.
I'm trying, and that'll be it for me.
Okay. Ulnan, you're up.
I am going to cast, and if it doesn't make the saving throw, further death by 1,000 cuts.
It fails to save and takes 2 radiant damage. Anything else?
I am going to move to there. Done.
Win, your turn.
Rinse and repeat like last time.
Oof, that's a lot of damage.
Get a 3. Get a 3.
There's the 1,000 cuts all at once.
That's your case. But he still takes half.
Yeah, but he's still alive. Anything else?
No, I'm fine over here.
Old Knell tossing another knife.
I think so.
Ha ha ha.
Don't worry, he can't hit me. Oh.
Yes, he can. For max damage. 8 piercing damage.
Felt good.
And he will use his action to draw his second knife, and he'll be able to throw 2 next turn. Not that there will be a next turn. Akai, your turn.
Okay, I am going to step back and shoot.
That's a hit.
And we'll do it again.
Okay. And that's a miss.
Okay, and then I think can I move again or no?
Yeah, you can split up your movement. You've only moved 5 feet so far.
Okay, I'll just do that. That's all I want. And I'm done.
Deacon, you can take your attack of opportunity. Curses! I was really hoping you were going to miss. And that 2 damage will drop it.
Oh, wow.
I really wanted one last whirlwind on them.
I wasn't hoping to let him whirl.
This is for Deacon.
Oh, thank you so much.
What was he doing in there?
Well, I doubt it was much good. Maybe it's safe to go down there now?
Maybe our ranger friend can tell us if she still senses elemental presences.
Oh, wait a second. I can do that. Oh, I cannot. Celestial, fiend, or undead. Not elemental.
She's out of spell slots for the day, so she can't do another primeval awareness.
Darn.
So, who's going through that door first?
Someone stealthy want to give it a look?
Who would that be? That's not me.
Oh, that's me. I'll go. I didn't get hurt in that last battle, so I'm okay.
As Nibbs starts to walk away, I'm going to cast guidance on him.
Okay, thanks. I jump in the hole.
It's
Stealthily.
Yeah, it's not a hole; it's a door. It was
right.
a secret
Right.
door. No problem.
It was a trap door.
So what you see in here is that there is a door that's in good shape directly south of you, and you can also see kind of a crack between the walls to your right side where the elemental came out of.
I call up. It's all clear down here, guys. There's just a door and an elemental crack in the wall.
Well, that's good news. Do you want me to help check the door for traps?
Sure. But let me. Oh, wait. Actually, I'm not very good at that. I don't know much about traps.
Maybe I'll just check the door.
Okay. How about? Well, I guess I can't help you. Well, I have Jack of all trades. Can I still help?
Yeah.
After that discussion, I'm going to reassign my guidance
To me?
to the person who is actually checking the door. Yeah.
So 24.
It is locked and trapped.
It's got a trap. I'd like to leave now.
What kind of trap is it?
Did I get any information about that?
There are magical runes etched into the lock.
Magical runes.
Maybe Denier can see if he knows anything about it.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Denier, how about you?
He takes a look at the runes and determines that they will release a blast of radiant energy out if the lock is not skillfully disarmed.
Who's good at that sort of thing? I can't remember if Jesse was.
I think Jesse might be. Let me check.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's got sleight of hand.
Guidance.
Whoa, that's a huge roll. 28. Yeah, he manages to unlock the lock, and the runes do not flare to life.
Yay!
Whew.
All right.
Who wants to open the door?
I will stealthily open it. Watch me as I open it. Very mindful, very demure.
Nice, Jane.
As a most does.
Wait, I rolled a survival. That should have had a +9, so
16?
yeah.
Yep, you quietly open the door.
And?
I don't see it opened.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you find a small chamber. It's in pretty good shape, and inside you find a chest.
Can I
Oh.
check that for traps?
You
Can I help
certainly
her?
can.
Guidance.
The other rules are coming, I swear. So 23 this time.
It is locked and trapped again. There are a line of runes along the edge of the lid of the chest.
I let them know and see if Denier is able to tell what the runes are and see if our wonderful person with lockpicks is able to figure out how to disarm it if
Guidance.
that's the case. Would I be able to tell what the runes were as well?
If you used Arcana and succeeded at a difficulty check of 10 plus the spell level.
I have a +10, so good odds.
Good odds, yeah. But Denier sees that if the chest is opened or forced open, a wall of fire will erupt in the room.
Okay.
I'm just going to back on out of the room there.
Oh, now, guidance.
15 is good enough to open the lock.
Oh,
Whew.
And there's a lot of treasure in there. I will paste it into the group chat on Discord.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A rose-tinted magnifying glass. We should keep the magnifying glass. That could be used for something important someday.
So my silly dog, when he gets up onto the couch, will not sit on the couch. He has to climb onto the back where I sit, and he has to sit behind my head. This is my big dog. For some reason, he will not sit on the big couch. Okay, so didn't look like there's anything magical in there.
Nope.
Why would they even trap this thing?
Because that's a lot of coin, friend.
Oh yeah, right. I forget you guys use coin. In my village, we tend to use bartering more often than coin.
Well, fair enough. If you don't want any, don't worry. I'll take your share.
Well, if it helps me bartering, maybe I'll hold on to it. But I could use your advice probably from time to time when bartering. I'm not very good at it.
Just think about it as, bartering coin for things. It's all good.
Yeah, but they always see me as a country mouse, and they try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Well, we'll figure it all out together.
Sounds good. Okay, well, this place is now safe?
Can we search to see if there's anything else in this room, Ryan?
Sure.
Perception or investigation?
Either one.
guidance.
With the 24, you scour the room and look for any other potential secrets and hidden things, and you don't find anything.
That was actually two different people rolling. The 20 was Nibbs and the 4 was Tia.
Oh, okay.
My roll's
Sorry.
slow to come through, so 26 if it makes any difference.
It doesn't make a difference. You found everything in this room.
Good.
This would be a good place to hold up for a long rest.
That's true.
What time of day is it?
It is getting towards nighttime. Also, Shane, I sent you a message on Discord.
Oh, okay, but I don't have a cat.
Okay.
Anyway, so that crack that you were talking about, can I try squeezing through that?
Yeah, you're pretty small. I can certainly give that a try.
Do you want me to roll something?
No, I would say that you're just have to do the squeezing thing to get through a tiny space, and you make your way through this tight little corridor and find a small room that would have been large enough for the air elemental to be in, and it appears that it had its own treasure hoard.
Aha!
Nothing in here, guys. I'm kidding.
All right.
I start hauling the loot out the hole.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna try to do a long rest then.
Yeah.
Okay, and the usual watches.
I think so.
Okay.
Can we open and close that secret door from in here?
Yes, you can.
Oh, are we going to have the goblins in here with us?
And our new mercenary friends.
There's room for everybody.
Sweet.
It's a little crowded, but there's room. Oh, sorry, I meant the secret door can be closed from the outside. Someone in your group would be smart enough to know that you shouldn't close the other door, because if that lock re-engages, it will be problematic.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I closed the secret door.
All right, you guys have a long rest uninterrupted, as you found about the safest place you can think of to have a long rest.
I feel so refreshed.
So while we're long resting, you'll notice that Deacon is just sort of staring off, well, not off into the distance, but staring sort of in a dissociated state at the goblins, particularly the one with the ring, and he doesn't say very much.
I'll notice that Deacon is kind of staring at him, and he'll pull out a ration and break off a chunk and hand it to Deacon and say, "Hungry?"
And he'll just sort of not even notice you're doing that for a second, and then say, "Oh, yeah, thanks, friend." and he'll just start eating it and continue contemplating and staring off at the ring.
The goblin does notice that you're looking at him, but doesn't make anything of it.
Deacon, do you have a god item at the moment?
I do, yeah. I'm wearing Murgafi's tiara, crown, whatever.
Oh, no. I thought you were... Oh, yeah. That's not Merkel's. Different people.
During the long rest, I would like to see if I can psychically blow my head up again.
Yay!
I forget what I was rolling for that. I forget, Ryan, what was I rolling for that?
Oh, I have to open up that document and see.
And Jodi just said, I'll save a good roll for you next time.
All right. So you feel the artifact pulling at the very fabric of your being. A vision of the artifact drawing a wispy substance from your body fills your mind. Do you wish to continue?
Yes.
You feel a bond with the object, and your awareness begins to fragment and spread. Can you give me a wisdom save DC 10, please?
Okay.
Success! You manage to wrap your head around your spreading consciousness. Your awareness expands in your local area, and you see 3 tendrils branching off in different directions. Your awareness has traveled great distances over the next 15 minutes, although you aren't sure where the 3 tendrils are going. Vast expanses of the world flit by past your... Well, vision isn't the right word. You're not seeing with your eyes, yet you have a deeper connection to the world around you than anything you've ever experienced before. You sense that your journey is coming to an end soon. Do you want to continue?
Yes.
The 3 tendrils of your awareness reach their destinations, and you sense the other 3 artifacts, those who use them, and their locations. You draw on their power even at these great distances, and the 4 items feel like home, a permanent sensation you sense. If you choose to complete the attunement to your item, these 4 items would be yours, as they once belonged to a now-dead god. Do you wish to take on the role of the now-dead god for the duration of the Gods' War?
Yes.
The artifacts sing in your mind and answer your call. At all times, you are aware of their position. While you are not the original god, you may find godly power radiates from you in a more localized way. How this affects you and the world around you remains to be seen.
Venus.
And you are now taking the place of Yondola.
I had one thing that I wanted to do before bed, Ryan. I sent you a message.
Okay. I am just looking up something quickly here for Micheal. So there, your 4 items, Micheal, are a short sword, half-light, shield, and ring. The short sword is far, far to the south, held by a minotaur. The shield is across the ocean in far distant lands, held by a rather, or the follower of a rather gaunt-looking man. And the ring is on the finger of a woman to the northwest, through the Brightwood and beyond, and she is traveling with a host of followers.
Noted.
Wynn, can you give me a religion check, please?
Yeah, no problem. I rolled a 1. Total is 6.
Yeah, you're not getting any extra information despite your queries that night.
That's fair.
Is there anything else that anybody would like to discuss over the course of the night? Or anything that anybody wants to do?
I can't remember what the watch orders were, but am I alone on my watch?
That's
like awake, question. I mean? The only one awake?
You and Akai usually have watch together.
Going to ask you guys to tell me about the moon in the morning if it shows up.
Sure.
There is no moon that orbits Wynn tonight.
There isn't by any chance a moon in the sky tonight. We
Well,
don't
you
know
guys
because
can't
we're
see the
inside.
sky from where you are.
Yeah. Okay.
So during my watch, I'm going to go over to whichever goblin has that ring. Can't remember which. And I'm going to wake him up.
Okay. We'll say that Lugga has it.
And I'm going to say, hey, friend, you mind if I see that ring for a minute?
Oh, yeah, sure. And he holds up his hand with the ring on his finger.
And I'm going to just slowly take it off of his finger and then move back towards the wall and sort of just sit and contemplate the ring.
The goblin goes and sits with you and chatters on about how the ring has made him feel safe and secure, and how he doesn't want to leave it off for too long because he starts to feel bad.
I say, yes, I can see why you're drawn to this ring. It holds a lot of power, doesn't it?
He shrugs and says he doesn't know a great deal of power from it. It just makes him feel safe.
Yeah, safe in death. And he's not going to give it back just yet. Like, I realize the goblin's getting antsy, but he's just going to continue looking at it and contemplating it for, like, the rest of his watch, unless someone does something.
Okay. While you're holding it, you still do feel that feeling of being drawn to it and wanting to wear it.
I'm going to try and resist putting it on. I'm not sure if I need to roll for that right now or not. But
no, there's no rolls required. It's entirely your choice.
So I'll just look at this ring until the end of my watch, till we're supposed to wake up the next people.
Okay.
So who's next?
Wynn and Mega.
Okay. I'm just going to look at it and as my watch goes by and not even notice the time passing.
Okay. So if you don't notice the time passing, do you notice when the end of your watch is, or are you totally absorbed in this?
I'm totally absorbed in this, but I'm imagining Akai probably has some, hopefully some knowledge of that.
I'm just gonna give him some side eye and be kind of like, suspicious. And I'm just gonna try and like just see if you like, cause I'm guessing I could hear your whole conversation.
Yeah, I'm not hiding anything.
And I guess I'll just kind of keep an eye just to see if he actually gives it back like he said he was gonna give it back.
I definitely don't. I'm just looking at it. And Lugga is probably chattering at me, and I'm probably just going like, uh-huh, yeah, oh yeah, mm-hmm.
Okay, well then I might interrupt and just say, what's going on?
And he'll sort of start like he was coming out of a trance or something, and he'll say, oh, I was just contemplating death.
What?
I feel drawn to this ring. It started a while ago, and it's getting stronger. I'm not sure. I don't want death. I don't like death, but it feels like I'm so good at it.
So I'm confused. The ring is making you want to die or to kill?
It feels right to me. It feels like I should be bringing death.
To your enemies? To anybody? She's going to be a little cautious, like, what the hell?
I'm not sure.
Well, maybe we should give the ring back, and we can talk about it tomorrow. Maybe you just need to sleep on it.
And after a few more seconds, I'll sort of shake myself and hand the ring back, and then just sort of shrink back into the wall.
And I don't know if Akai would be able to sleep very well through the next few watches until morning. She might be a little bit like, oh, what the hell? Gotta keep an eye on him.
Okay, so are you going to forego the long rest then to keep an eye on him?
I really don't want to.
Do you share the information with?
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. My solution to win.
So Deacon will, after I give the ring up, I'll just go back to the wall and I'll fall straight asleep.
Okay, and Lugga will take the ring and go back to sleep as well.
And I'll basically tell Wynn, like what went down and like how he was acting very strange, and now he's like completely asleep.
So I'll keep an eye on him in my watch as well, and I will pass it on to the next watch group as well.
Okay. The next watch group and last one is Nibbs and Lugga. Lugga wakes up fairly reluctantly for his watch, since he was already up for Deacon's watch.
Could one of the mercenaries take his place instead?
If you'd like.
Yes, please.
Okay. You let Lugga get a full night's sleep, and one of the others takes his place. And the night passes uneventfully. I mean, aside from what happened.
I'll be right back, you guys. I just got to go tuck my boys in quick.
Deacon, he had an interesting night, I hear.
He just left to tuck in his boys.
Oh, sorry, I missed it. Mike was saying something.
Oh, no problem.
It's morning, though, right?
Yep.
I'm going to roll my 2d20s and mark them down in my text document.
Sounds good.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
So, Deacon, I hear you had an interesting night.
And I'm just going to kind of be groggy and hazy a little bit and say, yeah, I've been doing some thinking.
Yeah, but what?
I'm feeling the pull of that ring. Feels like it's right to me, like I should be wearing it.
Deacon, did you kill Merkel?
I did. I felt his essence flow into me when I killed him.
So, big question for you here. Do you want to be the god of death and kind of icky things? Because isn't he kind of like not good death?
So meta, like above the characters, I'm not sure how he is in this one, like if he's evil death or if he's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's evil death.
Okay. Well, no, that isn't what I want to be, but I feel so drawn to that ring. I think it might be best if you keep that away from me.
I think maybe I don't want you to be scary icky death.
Yeah. And he kind of just trails off.
So,
I was going to just ask, so Lugga is the one who has the ring, right?
Yeah.
and I occasionally borrow it from Lugga for religion checks sometimes. Lugga, Deacon is interested in the ring that you're wearing, but doesn't want to be interested. Can you come and make sure you get one of the rest of us if Deacon starts talking to you about the ring again?
Okay.
Is that okay, Deacon?
Yeah, I think that might be for the best.
Unless anybody has an item in our party that they might like to trade Lugga for the ring.
Ulnan shakes his head no at that.
Well, I would trade the crown for it. No, sorry.
Not you, silly!
I could maybe... Should I trade my sandals for it?
Up to you. I think Lugga will let us know, but we are probably generally better protection for the ring than Lugga is.
Oh, for sure. I could just see Deacon just being like, hey, I can do that. I can trade, exchange, whatever, fair.
Lugga, are you willing to do that? It'll give you the same good feeling of protection and stuff, but then Deacon won't be so interested in borrowing the ring from you.
Yeah, that's okay. So just a side note, I doubt it'll make any difference to this, but the sandals give +2 athletics and the ring gives +2 religion. So I don't know if that sways this decision at all.
Oh, poo-poo religion. I don't want it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. It's handy for me, which is why I borrow it from Lugga occasionally, but only for short periods of time.
Well, I'd lose... Okay, let me just see here. What's my... So I go from a +4 down to a +2 then. Yeah, no, sorry. Meh. Back it up.
That's okay.
We'll just have to have extra eyes on that, I guess.
Yep.
So have we successfully made it through the night?
Yes, you made it through the night. Just looking through the list of items that you guys have found to see if I wrote down which one was given to Bolga, because it's not in her inventory right now.
Oh, I think Jesse gave her the poison, wasn't it?
Or kept the poison and gave her the other one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, I think he gave her the poison because I don't see it in his inventory. I just see Sierra's bracers in his inventory. All right. Yeah, so you guys sleep through the night. How would you guys feel about ending the session there for tonight?
I think that makes sense. If we get too much into something new, it'll be fairly late.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And I think Jesse had some plans for what he wanted to do at the Citadel, so it'd probably be good if he was here for that.
Totally.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for the game. I had a lot of fun with that.
Thanks, Ryan.
Us too.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, guys.
Good night, everybody.